Okay, hello and good morning. Let's take a look here. Remember, you have a test this weekend. So this one right here, it says write the quadratic equation. Okay, well the quadratic equation is x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Now look, before we get started, you're going to have two separate answers. One is going to have a plus and one is going to have a minus as part of the equation. Now let's take a look here. Identify the A, the B, and the C. This is your A, this is your B, and this is your C. Now, the way that I want you to do it is to put parentheses. If you want to get credit, I want to see these parentheses, just like this. So we're going to plug in our B here, an A, and a C, and then 2A. There it is. And that's what we're going to do here. Notice if you have two negatives, that's positive. This should be 9. A negative times a negative, that's two negatives, so that's a plus. 4 times 2 is 8, times 5 is 40, that's 40. And 2 times 2 is 4. This right here is 49, and the square root of 49 is 7, because 7 times 7 is 49. So you're going to get 3 plus 7 divided by 4, and 3 minus 7 divided by 4, plus and minus. Okay? That comes from right here. Alright, so this is 11 divided by 4. This one right here is going to be a negative 4 divided by 4, which is a negative 1. And you can use your calculator on that. Okay? And speaking of calculator, let's have a calculator check. Make sure your calculator's on your desk. 10 points. Okay, today you have a worksheet on Pythagorean's theorem, which looks like this. Okay? Then you have your second side, which looks like this. Now remember, you have to get it equal to 0. And let me just show you one thing here, okay? So for this one right here, you're going to have to add 7 to get it equal to 0. So it's going to be 2k squared plus 7 is equal to 0. Then you have your A, your B, and your C. And then you work it out. One more. This one right here, you're going to move the 80 to the other side, so it's going to be 5 and a minus 80. And what you can do here is factor out the 5. Okay? So 5 goes into 8 one time with 4 left over, so that should be 18. And then you divide by 5, and you get, it's much easier to do it that way. You don't have to. So your A is 1, your B, there's no B, and your C is negative 18. And then you work it out. If you get stuck, ask for help. All right, we're going to turn our attention now to college algebra. And for that, we're going to do the process of elimination. Okay, so let's take a look here. This one right here, let me think about it. And actually, no, we're doing substitution on this one. Now, what I would do first, you don't have to, but what I would do is, there's two numbers in back of the decimal right here. So if you multiply by 100, you get rid of that. You don't have to. It's just the way I'm going to do it. So when I do that, I'm going to get 50 because it moves the decimal 2 places. So I get 50x plus 100y is equal to 75. On this one, I'm going to get 125x minus 450y is equal to negative 250, because you got to move it 2 places. Now, you can reduce this. This one you can reduce by 25. So 25 goes into 50 2 times. You have 4 of them here, and you have 3 of them here. You have 4 and 100 and 1 more, so that makes 5x. There's 4 and 100, you got 400, so that's 4 times 4, that's 16, 17, 18. And this one you're going to have 4, 8, 9, 10, I believe it is. And then you can work this out by substitution. Okay? Now you might say, well, that's a lot of stuff there. Okay, it is. And maybe this would be better by elimination. Let me go back to this, and let's just get y by itself. So I'm going to get negative 0.5x, and then plus 0.75, like that. Now I'm going to take all of this and substitute for the y. So I'm going to get 1.25x minus 4.5 times this equals negative 2.5. And once you get to that point, you're going to have to distribute, combine like terms, and work it from there. Okay? You know, it's going to be a little sloppy here. In any event, we're going to jump to elimination here. So look up at this one. To do elimination on your test this weekend, you're looking for something to cancel. You see how this is a plus and a minus? If this was an 8, these would cancel. So I'm going to multiply this one by 8. So 8 times 2 is 16 minus 8y equals 16. This one right here stays the same. And then when you add these up, this cancels. So by elimination, this gives you 22x is equal to whatever that is. That looks like a 5, 55, I guess. Okay? And then you're going to divide by 22. I guess it doesn't go evenly. So 55 divided by 22 I get 2.5. Now before I go any further, let me just verify that I have this, okay? Give me a moment to look at it. That looks good. When you add it up, it cancels. That's 22. That looks like 55. So that looks right. Now you get to pick one of these equations. I don't know, maybe the first one. Whichever one you like. You're going to substitute 2.5. So 2 times 2.5 is going to give you 5. Minus y is equal to 2. And then what you're going to do, I guess you could do, is move the y over here so that becomes a positive. Move the 2 over here, that becomes a negative 2. So 5 minus 2, I guess, is 3. And I'm going to stay with that. Okay? So today's work is right here. There's a part on graphing. Make sure you copy the problems and show the graph. I would probably use the graphing calculator. There's your assignment. All right, I'll see you guys in class. Have a good morning.